G'day everybody. In this video I'm just going to set up a little challenge or experiment using the Move Shoot Move. We're going to use the phone and the night augmented reality feature on Photopills to align, I guess, with the celestial South Pole. And the challenge is to see how long we can do an exposure without the stars trailing. So as you can see, I'm just doing this experiment set up in my backyard, and it happens that the sky is clear so far. It's just going sunset now around 7:40, and hopefully the clouds stay away, but that's how the sky looks right at the moment. Alright, so for this I removed, I guess, all the accessories from the back of the Move Shoot Move, and then when you've got a tripod that's on level ground, and you could just use a little bubble meter, you can then attach the Move Shoot Move to the tripod, and because it's got this Z plate, although it should be better, would have been better with just a V plate, and this little, I guess, screw that allows it to turn 360 degrees. Yep. So I guess just tighten that, pointing it up, and then when you attach it to the ball head of the tripod, perhaps just have it side on, so that it doesn't hit, I guess, the tripod. So tighten it up. You can see my tripod actually needs a bit tightening itself, or replacing, one or the other. And then grab the app on your phone, Photopills, and when you click on the night AR mode, you'll see that there are, there's two celestial poles. One is beneath us in the ground on the other side of the earth, and the other one is up in the sky, so that's the one that we'll be aiming for. And you just have to imagine that there's a cross between each corners of the phone, so going on the diagonal, and then right in the middle is where you want to have the phone positioned on Move Shoot Move, and that way you can turn, the device around and line it up so that the centre of the phone has the celestial pole moving through it. So it's about there. Cool. And that is a nice easy setup. So when it gets a bit darker, let's test it out, see how long we can track for. I'm just going to use, I guess, my wide angle, because out taking photos of the Milky Way I typically use my 14 to 24 2.8, and of course that just sits on the top. So I have the Z bracket set up so that the top is roughly level. I could probably make it more level with the bubble, and then I can angle, I guess, this other ball joint on top, so it's probably a little bit excessive, but allows me to then take some panoramic shots. Yeah. Being in the southern hemisphere, I will of course slide the setting to S rather than N, so for the south rather than north. I found that this bit here can get a little bit loose, so check all the systems before you head out and make sure it's all going to work. Yeah, good planning will prevent some bad shots and damaged gear later. So I know that at 8 seconds I can freeze the rotation of the Earth and not get any star trails or blurring of the stars, and what I'll do is I will take a shot at 8 seconds, probably at 15, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180, and if we're still going, 240, and then 300 seconds. I guess I note that it can go further than that, or for longer than that, but I think at 300 seconds we might start to get some trails, and I'll shoot this at 14mm. What I like about Nikon's 14 to 24 lens is the display, so you can see quite clearly what focal length it's at. You can change it to a different aperture, but mainly it's to see electronically where I guess the focus is, and to have it centered at infinity mark, and it just is nice and bright on the screen, and an easy button to press and cycle through. So in my mind, that's I guess part of my workflow. So how well this works really depends on, I guess, how good the setup is. A lot of people will try and align using the stars, and I guess there are some other ways of aligning too, but this should be the quickest and easiest way, and hopefully it yields some great photos. Yeah, so now we just have to wait for the darkness to come, and I'll meet you back out here soon.